Give it just a second. So down here we're gonna have pass it on the near side to number 55. This over to the far side. He's gonna come down. I gotta be able to see this roster better.
Yeah.
Russell with the shot. Rebound by Sheknadai. Sharks ball, and then you can just hop in there. Long pass to Keon Burns, who lays it up and in. Sharks up. Or Sharks tied 4-4 with 17 minutes left.
Great outlet pass and great finish.
So and then that's what we would do. So then we would go down here. So this. Okay, cool. When we get it going, just keep your phone up.
Lord.
Let's go after this.
Ooh.
As soon as they hit a bucket, we'll go. Cool. Ooh. All right. Let's record it. Let's go.
Okay, this is a good time to get back in.
Can you hear this, Kevin? Cool.
We're good to go?
I guess. We are here and good to go. Apologies for this late start. We are 4 minutes into our game here. It is 4-4. We have LIU Sharks men's home basketball and the Towson Tigers who are visiting. We're coming out of it, and honestly, we'll get to more of this later. I'm Dan Bauer, and with me I got Cooper Albers on color, Kevin Big Body Burns on production, and on the ones and twos. We are 4 minutes into this game. It is tied 4-4, and honestly, the Sharks have been looking pretty good. We've gotten some good rebounds, and we've played some good defense, and it's been a nice start for a team that is, Towson is 7-1, coming in, and they're hot, and so for us to be able to play in there is a very good sign. Cooper, what have you seen so far that you like?
So far, I've seen a lot of hustle down low, a few offensive boards just barely, and liking the hustle. Last game, we got out-rebounded by 21 rebounds, 24-45. So that's a big thing to worry about with this team. We got to make sure we're on the boards, and so far they've done that.
Absolutely. We got Treywood at the point run, and he's going to hand it over to RJ Green, who's been starting. Green goes down deep to Sheknadai, who scrambles, and he's able to keep the ball. Q up for two, and just missed it. Rebound by the Tigers. All right, Tigers are bringing the ball up the court. We have number 55, Cameron Holden, who, Cooper, you were telling me he's kind of one of their better players that they've got going for them right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This last game, he's coming off of 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Well, luckily for us, he had an errant pass there, out of bounds, turnover, Sharks ball. So the starters that we had for the Sharks were number 2, Treywood, number 12, Jacob Johnson, number 10, RJ Green, number 44, Keon Burns, and Sheknadai, number 21. Check has actually just checked out for CJ Delancey, getting his first early action, and we got the Sharks up at the top of the key. Dishes it over to Jacob Johnson, who's got it still at the top in the corner. Back to Treywood up top. He dishes it on the close side of the court to RJ Green. CJ goes to set the pick, gets the dish. Pass outside, Q for three in the corner. Got it!
You know, that's some great ball movement. Got to keep moving. Extra pass. Love to see it.
Holden bringing the ball up court for the Tigers, and he dishes it over to Timberlake in the corner. He gets rid of it. Backing down CJ, playing sharp. Ooh. Number 32, Charles Thompson was backing down CJ there. Went up strong, was able to force the foul and get the bucket for a +1. Charles Thompson for the Tigers is about to step up to the line, shooting 1. The Sharks are up 7-6 with 14.5 minutes left to go in this first half. We have joked about this before. We have a laugh track as one of our sound things, and I was really looking forward to using it there unannounced, but sadly, he made his free throw. 7-7, 14.5 minutes left to go in the first half. We got Wood at the top of the key. Jacob Johnson sets a screen for him, and on the far side, he dishes it over the corner to Q. Back to Trey up top. CJ's playing big down there in the post, and he wants it. Dishes it back to Q, loses it off his foot, not out of bounds. Stolen by the Tigers for the breakaway layup by Hicks. Oh, but he misses! Great rebound by Jacob Johnson, and the Sharks have the ball once again. Q has it in the corner. He dishes it on a great cut from Trey Wood. He puts it up, just over the miss it. Holden with the rebound. Holden's got it at the top of the key. He dishes it over to Timberlake in the corner for a 3. Misses it. Great offensive rebound off the foot. It's going to stay here with Towson. Cooper, what do you think of that last couple series we went through there?
Quick.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
A little sloppy, but
it's good to see the Sharks are hanging in there.
They're
and
hustling.
With that, we have our leading scorer, Marco Malatic, checking in for Trey Wood. So we're going to the bigger lineup, which makes sense for the bigger lineup that Towson has over us. Ooh. Great inbounds pass to number 25, Timberlake, but he misses it. Granted, we were playing pretty tough defense on him there, but he missed it, thankfully. Marco in the corner, shoots it. Got it! Marco comes in right off the bench and is 1-1 there for 3. Cooper?
Incredible shot. Contested shot. No, that's a good 3 in transition. We love to see it.
Sharks up 10-7 with 13.5 minutes left as Holden brings the ball up the court. He's got it at the top of the key. Oh. What's amazing about that is that our headphones probably picked that up as clearly as everyone else did. We got a foul on the Sharks. There's a foul there on number 12. Oh, so Jacob Johnson picks up his first foul. Sharks have 2 fouls. Towson only has 1. And the Tigers are bringing it in from out of bounds. Holden's an inbounder. Dishes it into number 32, Charles Thompson. Over to Timberlake. On the fire, and he's stolen by RJ Green. Him and Jacob Johnson coming down the court. RJ goes up strong, gets the blocking call. He'll shoot 2.
There you go.
Great hustle there by Jacob Johnson. Great steal. Oh, this is RJ Green. My apologies. Jacob was the other guy running with him. There we go. But now we're shooting 2 with the chance, if the Sharks, to go up 12-7. So right there, our defense is looking pretty strong so far, and this is something I'm loving to see.
Absolutely. RJ Green at the line. He is on the season 53.7%. So we will see what happens here.
First shot is up, and it is good. Nice. Sharks up 11-7. Coach Rod Strickland's second home game here for the Sharks, and he stands there talking to his guys in between the shots. RJ's stepping up, about to shoot a second one. Also good. Sharks up 12-7, 13 minutes left to go in the first half. Holden bringing it up the court right now for the Tigers, and about to see if they can get some strength going as he goes over to the far side of the court. Pick set there by number 5. Holden goes up strong with an overhook. That goes back to what you said, Cooper. He's definitely going to be their guy.
Absolutely, and that's some tough defense by Jacob Johnson, but
yeah, you can't
just going to get it. You can't do much with that.
You
can't do much.
Malatic throws it up top to Jacob Johnson, over to RJ Green on our side. CJ comes and sets the pick, rolls. Sharks are moving the ball around well, and you can tell that they're clearly looking to get their shooters some shots, but they force a bad pass, turnover there to number 0, Ryan Conway, who dishes it over to number 1, Sakusila, and he lays it up and in.
Very tough left-handed finish there. Great transition offense.
Absolutely. 12-11 Sharks, 12 minutes left to go in this first half. Dishes it down to Marco, puts a floater up, and Luckily, it's going to stay on our end. Sharks are being competitive. Their strength, they're going for it. They're not backing down, which is very good to see. And hopefully we can keep that throughout this entire game and not get let down.
Absolutely.
So Q has it underneath the basket on our end. And let's see what the Sharks have. Coach Rod Strickland's driven up. Pass over to RJ Green on the near side of us. Back to Q up top. Q bash down to RJ. CJ's out there posting up. He's also now setting a screen. Rolls. Great pass. Great outlet pass there to Marco, who throws it up for three. Got it! Marco once again. Great shot. Three-pointer by Marco Malatic. Sharks up 15-11. 12 minutes left to go. We have a timeout by the Tigers. Also, it's a bummer to see CJ, who went up for the pass over to Marco, comes up hobbling. And it looks like that. Now, with that being said, I'm going to cut to our first little timeout, and we'll go from there. And here's one of our songs. Welcome back after that timeout. Once again, we have the Sharks, LIU Sharks, up 15-11 to the Towson Tigers. It's been a great start here for the Sharks, Cooper. Absolutely.
That last play just there was an incredible extra pass to a great shooter.
Yep. Cameron Holden for the Tigers brings the ball up the court. Their senior guard has clearly been their leader and playmaker. He dishes it out on the side, drives the lane, number 5. And another errant pass, another turnover. The Sharks are clearly bothering them, and it's allowed us to have a couple plays.
Absolutely, absolutely.
With that being said, Trey Wood checks back in for Keon Burns, and we're rocking with another 3-guard lineup. Well, 4, because Marco really is just out there to shoot, which I love to see. Thank you to Cooper's dad for helping us out here with these notes. I mean that a lot.
We appreciate it.
Next break, I got to make sure and text my dad and get those same kind of notes and get these parent listeners up. Great dish down from into Sheknadai, just up and misses. We got the Tigers bringing the ball back up the court again with Radir Hicks leading the charge. He passes it over to Silla. Silla drives down. Jacob Johnson playing great physical defense there, and they trap him underneath. Silla puts up the shot, kind of batted around, and Sheknadai comes down with the rebound. The Sharks have it down here on the near side of the court. Trey Wood is getting his pick set by Sheknadai. Up top again to RJ, and he's going to slow it down a little bit. Now, Cooper, you weren't with us the first game, but RJ Green, whenever he's got the ball, always tries to slow it down a little bit, which is great to see.
Absolutely. You need that.
Marco Malatic drives the lane, and a great little finish there.
That's an incredible finish.
Marco's coming in hot off the bench. He gets it too. Sharks are up 17-11 with 10 minutes and 45 seconds remaining left in this first half. Tigers have the ball up top. They're driving down. Pick set. Just tough defense they're playing there. Number 5 for the 3. Misses it. Great rebound by Silla. He puts it right back up and is fouled.
Yeah, nothing you could do there from Trey Wood. Just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time with that one.
Honestly, for us not to give up a good, easy 2, I'll take that too.
Yeah, any day.
So stepping up to the free throw line, we have Saku Silla, and he will be shooting 2 for Towson.
On the season, Silla is shooting 82.4% from the line, so we can expect a couple makes here. Oh, never mind. He misses the first one.
Hell yeah, he did. All right, big body over there playing some music on accident, but we got to use our laugh track. I'm really happy Kevin reminded me to do that. Silla about to shoot a second one. It is up. And also no good rebound by Trey Wood as he brings it right off the court, fires it up to RJ Green, who's going to go in. 6-spin move. Doesn't quite keep it under control. It is tipped and it is swatted, but the Sharks are able to keep the ball underneath their own basket.
I like the run and gun
They
offense
are
right now.
moving and they are not slowing down, and the energy is quite palpable right now.
Absolutely.
Q's inbounding the ball underneath the basket, dishes it into Marco. Marco hands it over to Trey Wood. Sheck Nadai comes up with a pick. Great roll. Trey drives to the basket, dishes at the last second, and Nadai lays it up and in. Great play for the Sharks.
It's a great slip on the screen. Just gets open right down low.
And it's good to see Sheck out there putting the shots up and getting comfortable. Tigers, once again, on their side of the court. They're going to pass it to number 22, Russell, who's up at the top. He hands it back to Cam Holden. Holden drives the lane, going in tough. Oh. Wow. Great basket by Cam Holden there.
That's an incredibly tough finish.
Sharks driving it up, and once again, it looks like they're looking to keep it going, not really setting up an offense at the top. Sheck Nadai down below, dish it over to RJ Green on the side for three. Got him!
Ooh. Great shot and great vision from Sheck Nadai.
RJ Green with the great shot. Hicks Bramlin off the court. He brings it to Holden. Timberlake drives, puts up a shot. Got it. Great shot there by number 25, Timberlake.
Very tough shot. Nothing you could do there.
All right, the Sharks are looking to keep it hot. Here we go at the top of the key. It looks like they're trying to trap here at the top to kind of throw things off. But as long as we're still shooting strong from the outside, I dare them to at this point in time. RJ dishes it over to Q on the near side of the corner. Puts it up for three. Oh, just off. Nicholas Timberlake with the rebound, and he is also bringing it up the court for the Sharks. He puts up a quick shot, misses it, and Sheck Nadai with a great rebound. We got Trey Wood, keep him pushing the, almost loses it, does lose it. So we got a little bit of our frenzied energy, which I like, can also lead to things like that, Cooper.
Yep, absolutely.
So it goes off the toe. Looks like we're able to keep it underneath our own basket, though, and let's see what Coach Strickland has drawn up. RJ Green will be inbounding the ball for the Sharks. Q makes a late cut to the basket. They dish it right back out to Trey Wood to just get the offense set up. Trey throws up a shot, trying to draw the foul. Rebounded by the rebounded by the Tigers, and a tough foul on the Shark side of the court there for Trey Wood. Looks like they were going to sub in Jacob Johnson, but then kind of sent him back, so we'll keep it going. Towson Tigers are down right now 22-15 to our home Sharks with 8.5 minutes left to go in the first half. And Towson's looking to slow it down a little bit with Radir Hicks bringing the ball up the court with Cam Holden just a little bit ahead of him. Charles Thompson has the ball now, dishes it back out to Hicks. Hicks is up at the top of the key, passes it to Nicholas Timberlake, who fires the three. Got it.
No hesitation there from Nicholas Timberlake. He's the leading scorer for a reason.
And you can tell watching him that he's kind of like our Marco. He's willing and ready to shoot. So we'll be watching for him all game.
Definitely.
Trey's bringing the ball up the court. Another screen set by Sheck. Marco's off in the corner, dishes it back up to Trey. Q over to... Almost a turnover there. We got a... And it looks like... All right, looks like we got another timeout. We will lead to another quick break. And this note from...
This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society.
All right, Cooper, at this timeout here, what Kevin mentioned to me in the break, and it's something to be worth noted, that the energy that Trey Wood has been bringing tonight has been showing up, and it's nice to see from someone who's our senior guard and the quote-unquote captain of the team.
Definitely. It's nice to see a captain bringing that energy because you know the other players will follow.
Absolutely, and this is Trey Wood's first game returning from injury in the first 4 games. That is the story of the Sharks team right now, is the injuries that I've got. Tonight we have just 9 players being dressed, with Trey Wood is returning though, but we have Jake Cook is out, Amadou Fall is out, Maurice Commander continues to be out, Noble Crawford, Andre Washington, and Weston Bear. So with this small amount of roster, more guys are going to get some time to shine that they normally wouldn't have, and let's hope that they can take advantage of that.
Definitely.
Coming out of the timeout, I'll be curious to see what Towson has planned. Sharks are returning out to the court with Shek Nadai, Keon Burns, Trey Wood, Marco Maletich, and RJ Green.
I'm loving the energy from LIU right now, and it's quick, but they're going to need to slow it down just a little bit to shed off some of those sloppy passes.
Exactly. Let's get a couple threes out there. RJ starts at the top of the key, and you can clear that Shek's out there directing and looking for a pick. Marco drives, dishes it back over there, and then we have Trey in the corner, kind of settling on the outside, looking to see what we can get. Shek with a nice pick. Shot clock violation, Sharks. Probably needed to be a little bit more
maybe a little
in a
bit.
hurry there.
You need to find a nice middle ground there.
We're talking about slowing it down, but not too much, though, or we get a shot clock violation. Tigers also slowly bringing the ball up the court. Number 10, Radier Hicks running the point. Kick ball there. Great defense by Trey. Also, what I like to see is Trey's little jaw in there afterwards. It's great to see, Kevin, like you were mentioning, how him coming back can cause that kind of energy boost that maybe the Sharks didn't know they needed. Holding inbound in the ball to Hicks. Hicks at the top of the key. Pick set by Thompson. Rolls. And, of course, number 25 Timberlake was waiting out there for the three, but he dishes it down below. And we had a great defensive play there by Keon Burns, who went up to block that shot, kind of brought it back down with him. They ended up calling a jump ball.
Incredible defense from him on the bigger guy.
That was clean.
Yeah.
So the Tigers maintain the ball. They're going to throw it from underneath their basket. We have Radier Hicks is the one throwing it in. Cam Holden and Timberlake up the top. They're clearly looking for Timberlake down below, but that is stopped. Great defense on the inbounds there by the Sharks. Radier Hicks up top, passes it into Nicholas Timberlake, throws up a little floater from the elbow. He's got it. The guy who started off a little slow is clearly picking it up.
Oh, he's been incredible. Going from left to right, that little mid-range jumper has been there for him tonight.
Sharks at the top at the key with Keon Burns. He drives in, one-handed floater. Got it!
Great floater from the big man. Love to see it.
Sharks are up 24-20 with 7 minutes left in the first half. Radier Hicks up on the top of the key, dishes it over to Cam Holden. He brings it back up top. Looking, Radier Hicks slowing it down. Nicholas Timberlake is running around like crazy looking to find his
shot. Looks like Steph Curry out there.
He doesn't stop, tells you. And then he puts up a shot from the corner, and of course, great.
And he's shooting like Steph Curry.
There we go. Now that he's hot, I'm not thrilled about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
24-22, 6.5 minutes left. Sharks looking to maintain their lead. Let's see if they can get a little bit of positivity back here and see if they can get kind of back on a roll that they had there at the beginning of the first half. Marco drives the lane.
Ooh,
step back.
Flippin' Jimmy.
Drops someone out of their shoes. Hits the three. You can see it on his face. He's feeling it.
Slippin' Jimmy as Timberlake drops to the floor. That's a great shot by Marco.
Good. Hopefully he'll start dropping shots too. Like just drop to the floor. Cam Holden drives on RJ Green. And once again, a great drive there.
Very tough spin move from Cameron Holden.
Trey brings the ball up for the Sharks. Hands it off there to RJ Green. Pick there set by Shek Nadai. Over to Q in the corner on the far side of the court. Tries to drive. Not in. Oop. Ooh. Little dish over there that Trey wasn't quite expecting. Towson's playing a little. Marco in the corner for three. Got it! Let's go, Marco!
That's great heads-up basketball from Marco, seeing that tip pass and right at him.
Our leading scorer, Marco, you can see him. He comes in as an excellent sixth man for us, honestly. And for him to come in and hit 4 threes like that already is amazing.
Incredible.
Cam Holden driving to the basket here. Dished it out to Radier Hicks. Corner three. Got it.
Defense overshifted just a little too much and left the corner wide open.
Yep, Nigel Russell was able to make him pay for it. Trey Wood brings it up for the Sharks. Dishes it up to Q at the top. Marco comes behind him. Dishes it back over to Trey. Trey's going to slow us down and set us up a little bit. Shek up top with the pick. Rolls great. Q over in the corner. Jump fake. Got him to miss. Ooh, puts up a great shot, but just missed it.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Had him jumping out of his shoes with a pump fake. Just couldn't finish. Great
steal there by Keon Burns. He's leading the break. Ooh. Man, we got a couple turnovers here. Sorry for not being able to follow, but of course Nicholas Timberlake's about ready to shoot, but he slows it down. Couple quick turnovers before us there, Cooper. A little sloppy. Let's see if we can get it slowed down.
Yeah, getting a little ahead of ourselves there.
Man, I really thought we had two there. Maybe too many passes.
Yeah, maybe.
But we have a quick foul there on RJ Green. That is his first foul. That is the Sharks' fifth foul. Again, the Sharks are up right now 30-27 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period. They've maintained this lead, and I love to see it right now, Cooper. Tigers dish it over to Nicholas Timberlake, who misses. Great rebound by Trey Wood, and he's looking to push the pace up the floor.
Rare miss. We can't leave him wide open like that.
Yeah, let's keep, like I said, hopefully he keeps missing. RJ Green now has it in the corner. Sheck and Dye going to set the pick. Dishes it back out to Marco on the near side of the court. Marco looking good there, and once again, he's able to get the foul on number 22, Nigel Russell. That is Nigel's second foul, third team foul by Towson. So really not a lot of penalties going on with this much time left. I'll be curious if those start to pick up now that it's getting a little quippy, and see if we get a little bit more free throws coming, Cooper.
Oh, yeah, it's getting a little scrappy.
So in between that break we had and this one, honestly not much has happened other than a nice Marco corner three, which I love to see. I'll be curious if we have any new people coming in. Jacob Johnson hasn't been hitting the floor in a little bit. All right, while we're on this timeout, we're going to kick it off to a little 30-second something or another that we have here on our board. Well, wasn't sure how to fade out that royalty fee music, but I'm glad we have it. We're coming back after the timeout. And like we just said beforehand, it would be nice to see the Sharks pick up another quick couple baskets before the half, head into that half with a nice, comfortable lead. Coming out with the Sharks, we have Keon Burns still. We have Trey Wood still. Actually, it's the same lineup we had before. Let's see if we can keep him going. Marko Maletic right now is 4 for 4 from 3, so we got to keep feeding that guy and keep him hot. Towson is clearly, Marco drives the lane, puts up a one-hander, misses it, gets his own rebound, tips it right up and in.
Great follow from him. That is an incredible tip-in finish.
Love it. He gets to keep going, and we love to see it.
Yeah, that's the hustle you need to win games like this.
Absolutely. Tigers have also slowed it down a little bit. We have Cam Holden up at the top, waiting to see what transfix, pump fake, drives the lane, spin move, puts up an off-kilter shot, but it drops for him.
That is just a disgusting finish.
Yeah.
That had no reason to go in.
It had no business going in.
Great finish from Cam Holden.
Marco with the deep three. Goes off, but again, he's saying, my bad, I don't care. Keep shooting it, man. You got the hot hand.
I don't hate that shot. He can shoot it from Queens, and I would trust it.
Queens, maybe with like a little bit more time on the shot clock. If he's shooting it from Queens.
Yeah.
Maybe with like 15 seconds left. Conway's bringing the ball up the floor for the Tigers. He looks, Cam Holden looks for it, gets it. Cam dishes it number 35. BQ dishes it over to Nadir. Cam Holden, RJ Green playing tough defense on him. Goes up, misses it, gets his own rebound. We got a lot of scrummage going on. Cam Holden once again goes up. He misses it, thankfully, but he will be going to the line for two.
A tough offensive rebound there.
Absolutely. The foul was on number 21. 6 foul for the Sharks, though, which means after this, it's going to start going for a one-on-one. Cam Holden stepping on the line, shooting for two. Do you got anything on his free throw percentage?
On the season, he is shooting 69.1%.
Nice. My big hope here is that he misses the first one and I can use this laugh track. Holden's first shot goes up. And thankfully, in and out. Just got a note from our tech producer, Big Body, and he said that CJ is with the trainer, and it looked like Kevin was at his ankle.
Yes, I believe it was his ankle. He seemed to be walking back and forth. Now he's sitting back down on the bench. Hopefully he can be able to come back into the game.
Right on. Thank you for that, Kevin. In the meantime, the Sharks had a nice little drive, but it was lost in the scuffle, and now the Tigers are driving up the court. Nicholas Timberlake has it, dishes it back out to Conway. Conway has it underneath and forces a pass, and it's stolen by Keon Burns.
That's great help defense right there, right
Absolutely.
in the middle.
Keon's driving down the lane, shoots it to Marco in the corner. He's going to keep shooting, and like I said, until he basically makes no more, I'm going to want him to keep shooting.
Yeah, shooter's got to keep shooting. Eventually they get hot again.
Yep, exactly. Cam Holden drives the lane for the Tigers, puts it up, and good. Another tough finish there by Cam Holden.
This man is crazy. That was an amazing finish from Cameron Holden.
All right, let's see if the Sharks can get a basket here. They are up 32-31 still with 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Trey's starting it up at the top, starting it off a little slow. You can tell that Shaq wants to get in a little involved. He's up at the top of the key. Oop, hands it. RJ Green's able to keep it. You can tell that the Tigers are really playing loose, not to allow our guys to open shots. Marco forces another tough shot on the side. There you go.
Great step back. Great step back.
The man loves to shoot. We love to see it.
Absolutely.
Conway brings the ball up the court. It's kind of sitting at the top of the key. Dishes it off to number 5, May. Over to number 25, Nicholas Timberlake in the corner. Shoots, misses, flops. Offensive rebound by big number 35, Chris BQ. He gets fouled and is going to be going to the line.
Going to have to limit those offensive boards here.
And going back to one of the things you mentioned before, our thing is going to be rebounds. And
Absolutely.
BQ, who they've brought in just recently, is another big body, and he's trying to get those.
Definitely.
So the foul there was on number 10, RJ Green. That is his second foul. Sharks' seventh foul. May misses his first one. You know how that means. It's a recurring bit. I told these guys I was going to try to only use the laugh track only twice this game. I've decided it will be for every free throw.
We have a quota that we have to meet now.
Yeah, as long as we don't overdo, then we don't got to pay somebody. May puts the second one up, and it is good. It gets the Sharks 34, Towson 32. 1 minute 19 remaining here in the first half. Trey dishes it off to Keon Burns. He's trying to drive, not being able to get it. Gets him to fall. Little shot from the corner. Unfortunately, doesn't go in.
Just miss.
And Cameron Holden's bringing it up fast for the Tigers up the court. We have number deep there, and another big rebound there by Charles Thompson. And the Tigers are able to maintain shot of the ball. Timberlake's running around trying to find his shot. He goes to the near side of the court. Shakes off Trey Wood. Ooh. Trey's sitting there holding his calf a little bit after that one. A little contact. Also body foul on Trey, which is the 8th foul for the Sharks. So we're going to be shooting 1-and-1 here. And that is the second foul there for Trey Wood.
With Timberlake shooting today, you're going to have to stay on him close like that, but sometimes you run into a foul. And
yeah, there was a good drive on his end, and honestly, it was all Trey could do on that one.
Yeah, better than a three-pointer.
I would agree. Timberlake's first one is up, and it is good. He's able to shoot the second one here. That puts the score at 33-34. Sharks still up. 47 seconds remaining.
Timberlake is a season 75.8% free throw shooter. No surprise that he makes both.
Yep. So it puts the score tied at 34. Sharks got the ball. 46 seconds remaining. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what they can do with their short amount of time. Marco has it at the top, dishes back over to Trey Wood. He's over to Q on the far side of the court. Shaq Nadai wants it big down low. He's making a move. Turns around, puts it up one. Got it. Great move by Shaq Nadai.
Great shot.
We have a timeout by Towson. 25 seconds remaining. Sharks up 36-34. We're cutting to another quick break.
This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society.
thank you to our captain, Joe Simile, for recording that amazing thing. Thank you to the Marketing Society, and for any other LIU clubs. If you'd like to, we need ads. So go ahead and feed us, and we can just, we have 8 buttons that we can push on this thing. Actually, we have 7. One is my laugh track, and I will be using that till the end of the season as long as I'm on play-by-play.
That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
We have 25 seconds left on the clock. Towson's rolling the ball up to stop it, and now we're going. No shot clock left, so the Tigers are going to try to bring it down. Sharks up 2, 36-34. We have Nadir Hicks holding it at the top. We have 15 seconds, and they're trying to see what they can get going.
Timberlake's on opposite corner. Wouldn't be surprised if they got it to him
Yep,
here.
you can tell he wants it. He shoots. It is up. It is off. Great rebound by RJ. He dishes it to Treywood. He's going to throw up a last-second shot from half court. Ooh, dangerously close. I am absolutely thrilled to say that it is 36-34 LIU Sharks at halftime, and we're going to be going with the lead at the break. We're going to take another short break, figure out what we want to say here at halftime, and we will return. Welcome back to halftime here at the Rack. Sharks are up 36-34 over the Towson Tigers. We have about 9.5 minutes left here at half. For those that don't know since we got a little bit of a late start, this is the Big Apple Sports and Entertainment Network. That is a student-started and run entertainment network, and we want to thank you for joining us tonight on our second broadcast. Again, on play-by-play, my name is Dan Bauer, and with me on color tonight, I have Cooper Albers and Kevin Burns, who's been helping us out with tech, tweets, stats, everything. He is our most valuable player. All I'm good at is talking. We have a D1 basketball matchup here tonight between us and Towson. Coming into tonight, Towson was 7-1. They were hot, and they were showing it. And the Sharks were 1-5, with their one win being here at the last game we did, which was an exhibition match. Here at the home. Cooper, what have you seen tonight so far that you have really enjoyed?
One thing that's jumping out at me right now is that LIU is currently shooting 60% from three-point range. That's 6 for 10. And that has been led by an incredible 4 for 6 from 3 from Marko Maletic, who is 7 of 11 from the field with 18 points.
Kevin, again, coming through, wrote down that the Sharks coming into this game were a 20-point underdog. And as a sports bettor myself, I would have taken the Sharks, as I would have every game, to cover the spreads because I love rooting for my teams, and also what I would have done is the over. That doesn't matter because in New York, I can't bet on the Sharks. And any of my friends that are in Nebraska also can't bet because it is not legal there. With that being said, the Sharks are coming out, and it's been great. And going back to what you said, Cooper, clearly we are shooting well tonight. I will say that it started out very hot for them. That middle probably 8 minutes or so was where they really kind of were there. They were running and gunning. They were getting their shots off, and it wasn't. And then, but like we said, it got a little sloppy there for a little bit too.
Yeah, a little sloppy from us. Currently, 7 turnovers, which is, I mean, it's both teams have about 7 turnovers, but we have ones that can be controlled going into this next half.
Yeah, I'll take 7 turnovers. It's more than the game we saw the first time around, honestly. And like you said, if we can keep shooting well, we'll be able to stay in this game. Kevin, you've been here with us this entire game. What are some kind of thoughts that you have so far?
One thing that LIU really needs to continue to do is force Towson to shoot threes. They're 2 of 10, 20% from three-point percentage, and just keep on forcing him to do it, especially Timberlake. You know, he's been a hot hand for them. He's shooting 1 of 5 from 3. Just force them to shoot threes and make them take off-balance shots. You've been playing great interior defense. Just keep on forcing them to shoot. And when you're on offense, just keep on doing your slow possessions and just keep on moving the ball well.
I'm right there with you, honestly. And the Sharks have been able to, one of the things Cooper mentioned before the game was kind of our rebounding numbers from last game. What were those again, you said, Coop?
Out-rebounded 24 to 45.
And so when Towson is warming up, I'm just sitting here looking at some of these guys, and they clearly have size on us. But so far in this game, it is not really shown, as they only have 2 more rebounds than us, with that number being at 16 to 14.
Yeah, with a game this close, though, it might just come down to who wants it more, and rebounds are going to be very big at the end of this game.
That's a very good way to put it. We have seen some pretty small lineups so far. The Sharks have only had 7 guys in, with our starters, and then Marko coming in and getting some really good minutes. Kevin, you were noticing that CJ Delancey, who went down early after he kind of rolled, and it looked like an ankle, he said, potentially?
Yeah, it was looking like an ankle injury after 3 minutes, had to come out of the game. seemed to be walking around with the trainer, was back on the bench. Potentially looked like he was getting up to come into the game, but we can hope that he's doing well and can potentially come back into the game.
For sure. And we saw Trey Wood after that last kind of collision there towards the end, grabbing what looked like his calf. Cooper, you had mentioned a lot how much his energy has been good, so we're hoping that he comes out fine as well.
Definitely. We need him right now. He has been great energy, and that has been a major factor of why we are up in this game.
The Tigers also have only been running a smaller lineup with only 8 players that have entered the game so far. And but it's been nice for us has been able to see, since it's a close game, you can see kind of where these teams want to go, which players they want to go with, and different things of that nature.
Absolutely. And a big thing for the Sharks is going to be staying on Nicholas Timberlake. He might not have shot great in the last half, but that was a product of not giving him an inch. And we're going to have to continue doing that through this half.
It's kind of a sports like internet joke that we talk about the shooters got to shoot, but it's true. And you brought up a really interesting thing there with Timberlake being like a Steph Curry type, because what he is doing constantly is moving around and looking for the shot. You were not joking about that.
His off-ball movement has been incredible. He genuinely looks like Steph Curry right now, running off screen after screen after screen, not giving the defense a second to rest.
It looks like the Sharks don't have as much of those like open ball floaters. We definitely have a strong kind of pass around system and wait and try to make, and there's a lot of like drives and dishes, which I really like to see too.
Definitely.
Cool. I got another note here from production, i.e. Big Body, and it says that CJ's ankle is still bothering him, and he's going to be starting on the bench.
Yeah, it seems like CJ's going to be starting on the bench during warm-ups, keeps on moving around that ankle, seems to have a little bother to him. And also another interesting note, Trey Wood right now on the bench during warm-ups. We'll see if this is just a little thing that he's doing before, going to warm up in a little bit, or if this is really something that his calf is bothering him.
And once again, like we had mentioned, injuries are not a new thing for the Sharks. We are down a lot, and so it's good to see that these guys that are playing quite hard. And we still have a couple guys that can enter the game if we really need those bodies and minutes to kind of spare some of our starters here.
Definitely. This game is going to be scrappy to the end, and we're going to need all the bodies we can get.
What I like is the idea that we came out and potentially surprised Towson. And you know that they're not going to like that. So I think the Sharks, if we want to call it, I guess, our keys to the second half, is I think that they need to start hot again from outside.
Absolutely. They're going to have to come out strong and put them away early, because Towson is not expecting this from us. We cannot get comfortable with a team like this. They're 7-1 for a reason.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, we have 3 minutes left of our little halftime. Kevin, do you have any further thoughts?
No further thoughts, but as note, Trey Wood is back out there warming up, so that is looking like a good thing for the Sharks that he is able to be playing. We can only hope the same thing for CJ.
I'm right there with you, brother. Cooper, any other thoughts?
Nope.
All right, I will kick it to another short break, and we will see everyone back here in 2.5 minutes. Man, I got to learn how to fade that royalty-free music. But again, it is helpful, and you will be hearing it furthermore the rest of the evening. We got 20 seconds left of the half, and we're ready to start again. We got the ref right in front of us. He's looking like he's ready to go as well. If he would have looked at me, I would have given him another sign. I'm curious to see what kind of lineup we got going. Like you said, Kev, you can see CJ's kind of there not wanting to put weight. He's almost making it look like now it's his knee. He's got a knee brace on. He's still walking around tenderly. But the other thing we'll have to see coming out is who is going to be starting for the Sharks. The Tigers are rolling out there with a lineup of course, Nicholas Timberlake, Nadir Hicks. We got Cam Holden. We got Charles Thompson. Who's the last one there? We got Nigel Russell. So a lot of the same faces that we've been seeing throughout the game. The Sharks are bringing out Jacob Johnson, Trey Wood, Shek Nadai, RJ Green, and Keon Burns. So our same starters that started the game here. Second half is about ready to go. And Trey Wood will start bringing the ball up the court for us. Trey immediately gives it to RJ on the close side of the court. Dishes it up to Kiyu, who's back up top. Jacob Johnson, great little cut across there by Shek Nadai. Backing down, looking to play big. Puts it up, one hand. Great defense there by Thompson. He goes up strong and is able to throw off Shek.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
It was. The Tigers have the ball. Cam Holden up top. He dishes it to Thompson. Thompson looks over for great. Oh, we have a great cut. Thompson was able to cut down, lost the ball, was able to keep it. And an errant pass there by the Tigers. Honestly, it feels like an opportunity that they gave up right there.
Yeah, they couldn't decide which one of them wanted to catch the pass. And eventually, it just got away from them.
Kevin noted again, if you look over in the corner, they can say CJ Delancey on the bike. So he's clearly trying to still kind of get that thing loose so he can get back up in there. CJ, from what we've seen too, is an amazing athlete with what I call bunnies. So if we can get that big body up in there, that's great. In the meantime, the Sharks will continue to kind of get their shots going. Q now has the ball up at the top. He dishes it over to RJ Green. RJ dishes it over to Trey Wood in the corner. Great little pick there by Shek. Trey Wood off the top from the elbow. Got it.
Very tough shot there. Little mid-range right there.
Mid-range. We like our shooters. Keep shooting, man. Tigers, ball at the top of the court there with Nadir Hicks. He dishes it to Russell. Russell over to Timberlake. Some of their bigs down there not really sure which direction they want to go. Now Thompson has it at the top near the three-point line. Great defense there by RJ Green. Great cut in the middle by Hicks. He misses it, and a tough rebound there by Shek Nadai.
Very good rebound right there.
Sharks pushing the ball up the court. Q has it in the corner. Dishes it over to Trey Wood. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Or not. Drives the lane with the left-hander. He goes up strong. Hicks played him tough. We got Trey Wood going to the line for two. I'm not going to lie to you, gentlemen. The guy's looking a little spry there, so it looks like whatever was bothering him there at the end of the half isn't right now, at least.
He seems to be all right.
Taking his time before he gets back to the line. What do you got there for his free throw percentage, Cooper?
Trey Wood is a season 83.3% free throw shooter.
Ooh, love to hear that.
Love to see it.
And right there, puts it up and in. That gets the Sharks a 39-34 lead with 18 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second half. Wood puts up his second one, and it is good.
Bounces around the rim a little bit, but finds its way home.
Nadir Hicks bringing the ball up the court for the Tigers. He dishes it over to Cam Holden. Cam Holden gets it right back up at the top to the big man Thompson. Thompson looks around, gives it back to Hicks. Hicks dishes it down to number 55, Cam Holden. Jacob Johnson playing tough defense on Holden. He forces up a shot. Man, that looked like pretty good defense, if you're asking me, from Jacob Johnson that forced a bad shot there.
Definitely. He just has a really good job of getting in there and drawing that foul.
Ugh, unfortunate. No one likes that. With that call, Kevin? Kevin he's been giving me these great notes so far throughout the game, and on that one he just goes, Rod's angry with it. It's because it wasn't a good call, man. Holden goes up for his first shot, makes it. Oh, I had that laugh track button ready.
I can verify that his finger is hovering on the laugh track button currently.
I am for a bit, if nothing else. Kevin, do you have any Rod Strickland notes? Thank you, buddy. Yes. Sharks get the rebound, and they're bringing it right up the court. Trey's moving it tight, dishes it over to Keon Burns in the corner. Over to Jacob Johnson, drives the lane tough on Holden, throws it up with his left, not quite able to fall. Thompson comes back down with the rebound. Tigers moving it quick up again. He throws it to number 22 in the corner. Nigel misses it. Great rebound by Nicholas Timberlake as he was up. Kind of threw it back. Errant shot, but he hit the floor.
Incredible hustle from Timberlake there. Didn't even see him coming.
I agree. So Timberlake is going to be going to the line to shoot. That was a quick couple 3 fouls there. That's the 3rd foul as well on RJ Green. And with that, my assumption is we have Marko Maletic checking back in, and he will be for 3 fouls. Timberlake's first shot is up, and it is good. That gets our score to 40-36. Sharks up on Towson with 17 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the second half. Timberlake steps up to shoot a second one, and it is good. 40-37. Sharks at the ball. Q's going to take it out from out of bounds underneath, and Towson looks like they're going to start pressing and creating a little difference there. They're going to try to trap. Trey drills right past that to the bucket. Goes up strong, lays it in.
Great press break there. Stayed calm and just took it himself. Easy enough.
That was Trey basically saying, okay, I dare you to press us.
Absolutely.
And he just blew right past it. Timberlake in the corner for 3. Misses it. Great rebound. Q with a good box out there. Was able to force a foul. We also might have had a body foul there because Trey Wood ended up on the floor. That was Cam Holden on the penalty there. That's his 2nd of the game. So the Sharks have it underneath their own basket again with Q throwing it in. Looks like Towson's going to keep there a little bit, almost like 3 kind of quarter court pressure. Trey Wood's ready to keep it slow and bring it on up the court. He sends Q to the far side, brings up Marko. Dish it over to Q in the corner, puts it up for 3. Got it! Great shot, Q!
No hesitation there from Q.
Again, if we're going to keep shooting those threes and they're going to keep going down, we have a great shot in this game, and Keon Burns starts us there strong at the beginning of the second half.
Definitely.
45 Sharks, 37 Towson Tigers. They have the ball. Nicholas Timberlake in the corner, dishes it down to Cam Holden. Shaq's playing defense on him. Aaron pass over to the corner. Another couple quick passes to Timberlake. Dishes it back down to Cam Holden. Honestly, he had great position, puts it up and in.
That's just an incredible pass there from Timberlake, able to find Holden down low.
Man, and if you ask me, I wanted Timberlake to shoot that because I dare him to. Trey Wood has the ball up at the top here for the Sharks. And let's see what he can get going. Moving a lot down there kind of on the post, looking to try to get some movement here.
Wood is doing a great job of remaining calm against this pressure.
Absolutely. He knew what he was looking for. Shoots it up at the corner, misses it, and after fighting for the rebound, Thompson comes down with it. We ended up with the Tigers player, number 10, Radir Hicks, on the floor. Not sure exactly how, but he is hurt, unfortunately, and so it looks like we're going to have a small bit of an injury timeout. And with that, we will cut to our short little break here. Welcome back to the rec. Radir Hicks is up and he is heading over to the bench, so it's good to see that he's up and about, but it is a bummer to see that he's hurting, and he clearly is in pain, kind of favoring his almost back and lower ankle there. So we hope that he gets to feeling better here soon. Health-wise for the Sharks, CJ is off the bike. It's clearly, if you look at him even now, he's bending his knee, and that is still bothering him, Cooper.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
So Towson's bringing the ball up the court. That is number 7, Conway. Conway dishes it over to 22. Give it to Nicholas in the corner. Conway back out to top. Timberlake constantly in motion underneath the basket there. Gives it to number 22, Nigel Russell in the corner. Hit the 3. Great shot by Russell.
Great shot.
And it goes back to kind of what you were saying, that ball movement. They have a lot of it.
Absolutely, because you know that Timberlake wants to shoot, so you're automatically going to be guarding him a little close, but you got to make sure you're guarding everybody else.
Yep, and he's had 2 possessions kind of now where he's had very nice passes off the assumption that he is going to shoot.
Definitely.
Sharks are kind of slowing it down again. They have it up top. Trey's over in the corner. Pick set by Sheknadai. Rolls. Marco has the ball. He's moving into the corner. Loses it. Stolen by Conway. He's running it down the court. We have a 3-on-2. Quick pass to Timberlake. Quick pass to Russell. 2 points again for Towson Tigers. That gets the score to 45-44. We have 15 minutes and 11 seconds left. And Coach Rod Strickland calls a timeout to kind of slow them down and get the Sharks back in motion there. So that's not what we wanted to see coming off of that. So that's what I love about basketball and timeouts is timeouts are a really effective way to slow things down and to break kind of runs like that. I guess for lack of a better word.
Definitely stop the momentum.
So while we have it here, and since we are a sports and entertainment network, we're all people that love Twitter and sports. And during the break here, if our buddy Joe Simile here, our kind of president and leader in command here is here, I think he'd be pretty upset right now. Yeah, so Kevin, what do you got here off the Twitter sphere?
So Jacob deGrom has signed a 5-year, $185 million contract with the Texas Rangers. I know many New Yorkers, sadly for Joe, he's no longer a Met, but for me being a Yankees fan, I love it, and yeah.
What pettiness from Yankees and Mets fans that I don't know I knew 100% was going to happen when moving here, but it is real.
Oh, it is for sure, Dan.
Did anyone think that he was going to be staying with the Mets? Or were people thinking that he was going to be moving in free agency?
From what I saw, honestly, a lot of people thought he was going to leave just because teams are willing to offer him long-term contracts. The Mets didn't seem to want to be offering too long of a deal, more of a Max Scherzer type of deal for Jacob deGrom, but him getting a 5-year deal, that's, could be high risk, high reward, so we'll see how that plays out with them.
So there is some New York sports information from you from a New York sports and entertainment network. We are killing it here. So the timeout is over. The Sharks are looking to break kind of the streak that we got going there. LIU is going to be inbounding the ball. Q is going to be doing it. He appears to be the guy that's always inbounding for us, which means they actually show a lot of trust in him to not mess up those inbound passes. But RJ Green's starting back in for us, and he's at the top. And as we've talked about, when RJ's in, he likes to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, you need that, but we also need a sense of urgency just about right now.
Yep. And RJ dishes it over to Trey, who puts up a nice 3, just barely misses. Thompson with the rebound for the Tigers. He dishes it off to Timberlake, and the Tigers are moving up the floor. Cam Holden has the ball in the corner. He makes a nice spin move around Marco and puts it up and in.
Just a tough spin move from the talented scorer in Holden.
Timberlake has been giving a nice couple passes here to his teammates, and that's clearly a move they're looking for. And with those 2 points, Towson goes up 45-46 for the first time in a long time. Trey continues to look like he's trying to get to the basket at all times, and he's going hard. RJ, once again, sets it up top. He dishes it over to Marco. Marco back to RJ. RJ dishes it to Trey Wood, and he's going to slow it down. Sheknadai with the pick. Nice roll. Dishes it back to Shek, who dishes it out in the corner to Keon Burns. Got it! Another 3 for Q.
Incredible slip from Nadai, and great vision, too, finding Q in the corner.
That's what I agree. He looked like he was looking ahead to the basket, but a great pass out into the corner for Keon. We have the Tigers once again on their side of the court, and a corner pass there. Dishes it into Holden. Holden over to Conway. Conway has it, slowing it down now on the far side of the court. He sends Timberlake across. Timberlake in the corner, wants to shoot it, does shoot it, got it. Was that a 2 or 3, Cooper? I couldn't quite see it. Looks like that was a 2, so we are tied right now at 48 with 13 and a half minutes left in this half.
Can't leave him open like that. He's going to make you pay.
Yep, Sharks and Tigers trading blows at this point in time, and we have the Sharks looking to continue to hit a couple threes. Nice pick there by Shek. Trey drives the wood, barely misses. Thompson comes down with the rebound, and Trey is down again. It looks like that same calf that's been bothering him got him again.
You hate to see it.
We got another injury timeout, and we'll see what Trey's coming up with at the end of this break. So the Sharks, Trey Wood, was helped off the court there. We're trying to figure out immediately at some of the training staff, bring him over liquid. So we're hoping at this point in time it is just a calf cramp that he had going there, because it's happened both times when he's come down off of like a collision. So once again, the injury-riddled Sharks are getting hit by stuff, because as I was even paying attention there in that break, CJ is still hobbling around on that knee too. What's that, Kev?
It looks like right now for the Sharks, they're rolling with a 3-man bench if Trey Wood cannot come out. So it'd be a crucial blow to them. Hopefully he'll be okay and be able to come back in the game.
Absolutely. Conway starts at the top of the key for the Tigers. He dishes it over to Cam Holden. Cam Holden over in the corner to number 5. He puts up a shot, misses it. Keon Burns with the nice rebound.
Lucky miss there. We can't leave him open in the corner like that. Just got to keep a heads up there.
RJ dishes it great down to Sheknadai, who goes hard down in the lane. Christian May takes that big body, and there is a foul. Looks like it is on Christian May, number 5.
Sheknadai has done a great job of slipping off screens, and whenever he seems to get the ball back, it has a positive result.
Absolutely, and he looked, I wanted him to throw down the biggest monstrous dunk of the game right there. And you can tell he wanted to, and Christian May did not want that. And at the refs are talking about something here. Whether it's free throws or not, maybe. Regardless, people are laughing. We're having a good time. That is the 3rd team foul on the Towson Tigers and the 1st on Christian May. It is tied at 48 with 12 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the second half. Sharks inbounding the ball with Keon Burns. Dishes it over to RJ Green in the corner. RJ back to Q. Q is at the top of the lane. Sheck with a great pick. Q steps back, hits another 3. Q continues to be hot for the Sharks.
Q is heating up. He's looking good, and he's finding the spots.
Tigers bring the ball up the court. Holden, thought about hitting that corner 3. He makes a great dish underneath to Thompson, who puts it up. You can tell he kind of got behind Sheck right there.
Yeah, and great pass from Holden there. He had a shot, but he saw that he had the wide open guy down low who was able to draw the foul.
Charles Thompson is going to go to the line to shoot 2. That was the 2nd foul on Sheknadai, and that is the 3rd team foul. So overall, the Sharks are hanging in there good foul-wise. And Thompson's about to put up his first one. My finger will be on the laugh track and won't be able to use it. How unfortunate for everyone listening. And with that, CJ Delancey checking in for the Sharks on number 21, Sheknadai. Let's hope that CJ is able to move around, get a little loose, and get some good minutes and give Sheck a little bit of a much-needed break in there. Because like you said, Coop, he's been rolling and doing a lot on the offensive side for us.
He has been moving a lot on offense, and he's been kind of pivotal to the movement in our offense. But
it's
it's
been
nice.
huge because he's been allowing some of those shooters to get open.
Definitely.
Thompson puts up a second one, swishes it right down again.
Surprising 2 for 2 there. He's a seasoned 57% free throw shooter.
Man, both of those were like pretty clean in, too.
Yeah.
Number 35, Chris BQ, checks back in for the Tigers as Thompson heads off. And with that, the Sharks have the ball at the court. RJ Green starting at the top. We have a lot of movement there. Quick from Q, dishes it back down to RJ, decides to drive the green, goes up strong. Got it!
Very good finish there.
RJ looking strong, looking confident.
Definitely.
Conway starts with the ball for the Tigers at the top of the key, dishes it over to Nigel Russell. Russell, pump fake, back over to Conway. Conway starts at the top, dishes it to Cam Holden. Cam puts up a nice little floater. Ooh, great rebound there by RJ Green, and a fortunate miss there for the Sharks. RJ has the ball for us again, and he's looking. Marco, another floor, but Jacob Johnson allows to keep the ball. Keon Burns goes. RJ's going to slow it down there at the top for us. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Marko Meletic over in the corner. He looks to drive, puts it up in the middle. Great defense there by number 5, Christian May, and forces Marco to put up a tough shot.
Very tough defense this half, especially on Malatic. That's his first shot of the half.
Christian May had a shot there in the corner, but he's clearly not looking to take it. Dishes it down to Cam Holden. RJ's playing tough defense on him. And Cam Holden finishes strong there again at the basket.
It didn't even look like he was watching where he was shooting that. That is an incredible finish.
So we got Trey kind of warming up there at the end of the bench with the thing on his staff. I can't remember what those are called. Theragun. There we go. And so, again, kind of going back to what my thoughts were if maybe if it was a calf cramp and he's looking to come back in. Meanwhile, CJ sets a strong pick at the top, goes to the bottom. He's moving around quite well. RJ's looking to go strong to the basket end, dishes out to Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson also goes hard, nails the floater.
Great finish from Johnson on the tough defense.
Our guards are driving the lane right now and getting a lot of penetration. It's good to see, buddy.
Not afraid at all, and you love to see it.
Conway dishes it over to number 22, Nigel Russell. Russell back to Conway. Conway dishes it over to Holden on the near side of the court. Back to Conway from the top of the key, shoots a long three, misses it. Offensive rebound there by BQ, and he's able to hit the floor. CJ with a great hustle play there, and I'm not sure. Did you see? Was it a possession ball?
It looked like a foul. Yeah.
Well, here's what I'll say. That was a foul on CJ. That'll be our 4th team foul. But honestly, I like to see that after him being hurt, and it's clear that he's kind of feeling like he wants to make sure and play.
He's back and he's ready to hustle and get us the win.
So it is 54-52 LIU Sharks over the Towson Tigers. We have 10 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second half, and this continues to be a close game. It's both sides are playing with an equal amount of kind of energy, and the shooting has been on the Sharks' favor so far for us in this half. Towson continues to hit free throws. They're 9 of 15, so they're at 60%, but their threes continue to not be there as they are 3 of 15 from the three-point line right now, Cooper.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see their struggles from the three-point line this game, but just tough defense, I guess.
Yep, and on top of that, though, the Sharks continue to shoot well. Keon Burns is 3 of 4 from 3. RJ's 1 of 2, but in total, we are 8 of 13 from 3, and that's 61.5%. We got Trey Wood keeps moving around, and you can look like he's kind of gearing up, ready to go. I don't know if he's going to be back in immediately, but you can tell he's looking to hit the floor again and keep that energy up.
Yeah, we're glad to see that he is doing all right and looking to get back in.
So coming out of the break, the Towson Tigers have Timberlake, May, Thompson, Russell, and Holden. The Sharks have CJ Delancey, Marco Malatic, Keon Burns, RJ Green, and Jacob Johnson. We are on the Tiger side of the court, and with that, Holden inbounds to Timberlake, and we are back. Timberlake's kind of floating the top, dishes it into Cam Holden, who throws it over on the far side of the court to number 22, misses it. Great rebound by Cam Holden once again. He goes up strong, blocked by CJ Delancey, and after a little bit of disturbance, the ball goes out of bounds, and Towson's able to keep it. But great opportunity there for us to not let them get a second chance point.
Definitely. Great interior defense.
With that, we have Trey Wood checking back in for the Sharks for Marco Malatic. And unfortunately, right when he goes back in, they have a great inbounds pass there to Nigel Russell with Trey Wood on him. He goes up strong, makes that basket, and the and one is called on him. So Trey, that's the 3rd foul on him. That's the 5th foul on the Sharks. It is 54-54 with Nigel Russell going to the line for 1 to put the Tigers up potentially by 1. He shoots and makes it 55-54. 10 minutes left in the half. Sharks dish the ball to Trey Wood, and our senior guard is ready to come back and get this game underneath his control. CJ sets the pick up at the top of the key and dishes it over to Keon Burns. Q back to Trey. Trey over to Jacob Johnson. He looks for RJ coming back up to the top. Q has it at the top, over to Trey Wood, who's going to slow it down a little bit. CJ Delancey with the pick, rolls. And an errant pass, great steal by Cam Holden. He's down on a breakaway, but great hustle defense by Trey Wood coming back, and he's able to strip that away from Cam Holden at the last second out of bounds and stop an easy bucket.
Those are the exact plays we need, those energy plays. Getting back on defense is a great play from Wood.
And that's what Kevin talked about it earlier in the game. His leadership was there. And for him to be able to just check in maybe like a minute ago and steal that away, it's a great play to stop what could have been a nice big energy kind of gaining bucket for the Tigers.
Definitely.
Cam Holden, you can tell, is still upset about that too. I don't care. So with that being said, the Tigers have it underneath their own basket. Cam Holden's going to be throwing it in. And he just tossed it out back up top to Thompson. Thompson gives it to Timberlake. Timberlake over to May. May over to Russell in the corner. He dishes it down to Thompson. CJ tried to take a charge, didn't get it. May drives the lane, throws it up from the corner, misses. Rebound there by Trey Wood, and Trey's going to push it up the court. Trey drives the lane to his left, dishes it over to CJ. Honestly, really great look there by Trey. Just wasn't able to quite get it in there.
Good idea there. Just seemed to be a hand to poke it away.
Yep. We continue to be able to drive. Our guards continue to be able to kind of drive and able to post, get some shots out there. Q, again, inbounding. And up at the top, Trey moving around is able to get a foul from number 22, Nigel Russell. That is his third foul and fourth team foul by the Towson Tigers. Once again, guess who's throwing it in, guys? It's Q. He's able to get it to Trey out at the top. Trey dishes it back over to Q on the near side of the court. Nice pump fake, dishes it over to RJ Green. Q back up at the top, over to Trey Wood in the corner. CJ goes to set the screen. And Trey Wood once again playing tough and is able to get another foul on number 22, Nigel Russell, his fourth, their team fifth. And they quickly substitute Conway back in for Nigel Russell.
LIU doing a great job of not panicking right there.
Absolutely.
Letting the game come to them.
Shocker, Q Burns throwing in the ball. Able to get it into Jacob Johnson. Trey Wood at the top. Asking for a screen. Up comes CJ. Hits it. Great roll. Trey drives to the basket. Ooh. Looked like a travel to me. Refs didn't call it. Anyway, Tigers end up with the ball, and they are down the court here. Thompson, big man, up at the top. Dishes it over to Timberlake on the near side of the court. Yep, you heard the lady behind us. He was looking for it. Great drive to the basket there from Conway with a big offensive rebound by Thompson. He puts it back up and in.
Gonna have to limit those O boards right there. That's gonna be a big factor in the end of this game.
Yes, it is. And with that, the score is 54 Sharks, 57 Towson Tigers. And the Tigers are in need of a big bucket here to kind of get some of that mo back. CJ comes up to the top, sets the screen. Q up at the top, deep three. Just off, and Thompson with the big board there. He dishes it off to Timberlake, and they're going to bring it up the court. We got Conway over in the corner. Great insert pass to number 32, Thompson. And he wasn't able to quite get the defense there, and it's an easy bucket for the Tigers.
You can tell that Towson has the momentum right now. The Sharks are going to have to answer back somehow.
They really do, and you can tell that Thompson, they're feeding him too. And with that, Coach Strickland is going to call a timeout. We have Sheck and I checking back in for CJ Delancey, and we'll see if his big body can kind of stop Thompson getting a little bit of a run. With that being said, we have a short break, and with that being said, we have a message from the marketing department.
This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society.
Once again, we want to put it out there that if there's any LIU clubs that are willing to get some advertising, it's free. We're making no money off these right now. What kind of business is this? At this point in time, we might as well start promoting our own podcast that we started too, apparently, last night. Joe and these gentlemen hopped on the first episode of Simile Speaks, which will be coming soon to ears near you. And we got 7 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in the second half. The Sharks are down 54-59. This is maybe the most they've been down so far this game, Cooper. But with that being said, they're not out of this game. Like you said, you could feel the momentum picking up, but not out of grasp.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I think that it's going to come down to the energy and absolutely who's rebounding the basketball. They have been killed on offensive boards in this last little while, and that's a very big factor going into these last few minutes.
It is good, and we're still shooting the ball quite well. So as long as we get our opportunities, we don't have any turnovers again underneath the basket, we should be okay.
That's been a big thing. Towson has done a great job of limiting three-point shots this half. Marko Maletic hasn't even gotten up one three-pointer, so let's see if we can get him some shots or just the team in general.
We have Keon Burns down inlet pass to RJ Green. He goes strong, throws it up with his right hand, goes in. Great shot, RJ.
Great job. Once again, the guard's not afraid to go down low.
It's good to see. And RJ Green, our freshman guard, has been very impressive to me so far this season. And with that, the Sharks are now down by 3, 56-59. The Tigers have the ball at the top of the key to Conway. Conway dishes it over to Cam Holden. Timberlake moving around once again. He had a good shot that he's been looking for, but just barely goes in and out.
Getting lucky there with Timberlake. Gotta get a hand up.
Absolutely, and with that, the Sharks are moving quickly down the court. Q drives the lane and is able to force a foul, and he will be shooting too, which is good for us. That foul was on number 0, Conway. That's his first foul and 6-team foul. So Q's going to be going to the line, shooting too. And again, he's forcing and getting us a couple baskets. What do we got for Q's free throw percentages there, Coop?
Just 44.4% from the line this season, but he's had a hot hand tonight, so we'll see if he can change it.
First one goes off the back rim and doesn't quite make it. So a little strong there. Strong guy. And as he steps up to shoot his second one, it is up and in. So another point there by Q. Sharks are down to 57, 7 minutes remaining here in the second half. We have Ryan Conway bringing the ball up the court and looking to start something. Timberlake looks down to Cam Holden. He's being guarded tough by Jacob Johnson. Cam's looking to back him down and get into the paint with a quick spin move. Loses it. Stolen there by RJ Green, who's going down. He's going to go up strong. Got it! Great shot by RJ.
The Euro step. Love to see it. No fear there.
That's what, and it goes in. He goes strong, and he slams the floor in celebration. So that ties the ball game up at 59 points again.
That's a big shot right there.
Absolutely. Cam Holden has it underneath. Great little drop-off pass there to Christian May, who, fortunately for us, misses that shot underneath. However, he is then fouled on his second chance. That is our first foul on Q. And with that, Christian May will be going to the line shooting 2. That is 6 fouls for each team. So what I talked about fouls earlier, they have both picked up a little bit here as we get close for both teams to start getting to the 1-and-1. Christian May drops his first free throw. It's 59-60 Towson with 6.5 minutes left here in the second half. And as Christian May steps up to shoot his second one, it is up, and it is good.
Some very big free throws from May.
Absolutely. We have Trey Wood leading the Sharks up the court. Jacob Johnson asks for it, and they look to set up the offense. Q with a ton of movement there, gets the ball, dishes it back down to RJ Green. RJ drives the lane strong again with a nice little pass off to Sheck Nadai. You could tell Sheck wasn't quite ready for it. We have a scrum down on the court there, and RJ Green. Ooh. Hustle play there by RJ Green that's able to get a jump ball. With that being said, Ryan Conway was also hustling there quite a bit too.
Yeah, gonna have to be a little bit more aware of those passes down low. Gonna have to do bounce passes there. They're gonna get hands on them.
It's a good way to put it because Nadai was there. It just wasn't quite, like you said, clean enough to get there for him.
Yeah, there's too much traffic in there.
So the possession arrow gives the ball to Towson Tigers. So they're going to be inbounding it here near us with Cam Holden throwing it into Ryan Conway. Conway at the top of the key. Thompson comes up, flashes for screen, doesn't go, gives it off to Cam Holden. Holden back over to Ryan Conway. We have Timberlake running around like crazy again. They find him over there. RJ's able to play tough D. Throws it over to May in the corner. Deep three there by Conway and barely misses it. Great block out there by Jacob Johnson. Sharks have the ball. Trey drove, had a nice little floater at the free throw line, just isn't quite let it fall, and that goes into the hands of Cam Holden. Tigers have the ball and they're going hard. Cam pump fake. Great pass over to Thompson. Big dunk. 2 points, Towson.
That's a very heads-up play from Holden. Just found him right down low.
Yeah, if we're going to keep falling for those pump fakes, it's going to lead to great plays like that.
Trey Woods' calf seems to be bothering him a little bit again.
Yeah, we are on the near side of the court. You can tell. Granted, he has the ball, but he also quickly dishes it right back off. Clearly isn't showing the coach that he wants to leave yet, though.
Definitely not.
Dish it over to Q in the corner. He puts up a three. Not quite there. Yeah, at this point in time, Trey is clearly hurting again, and they need to get somebody out there.
Yeah.
Do we need to call the timeout over on our side? Okay. Coach Strickland has Marco coming over to check in. In the meantime, Towson does have the ball, by the way, and they have dished it a couple times over to an open Conway, who shoots a three and nails it. That gets the score to 59-66 Towson. Sharks have the ball up the court. We have a hobbled Trey Wood. There we go. And finally, we have a timeout called.
Conway gets his first points of the game at a very important part of the game.
Yep, you can tell he's a guy that likes to shoot and has kind of been looking for his opportunity, but hasn't quite had the chance yet.
Yeah, that's as good a time as ever to get one to fall.
So again, the score is 59-66. We have 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. Marko Maletic is checking back in for the Sharks. He provided a huge spark for us in the first half, and I'm hoping here that he can come in again. He is a shooter, and if we can get a couple quick, nice shots and some defensive stops, we'll be back in this game easy, Cooper.
Definitely. This game is still within reach, but we need to get some momentum back.
The Sharks are running around a lot and clearly doing passes. Shek Nadai with the pick. RJ Green driving the basket on May. Blocked at the end by Thompson. Thompson has been having a nice couple minutes, and with that, the Tigers are driving the ball up the court fast. You have Timberlake off to a quick pass to Ryan Conway, who again nails another big three for Towson.
Conway is heating up at the right time right now.
Yes, he is, and you can tell he's even smiling and taunting. It is 59-69 with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the second half. Sharks in need of a bucket here.
They need to answer quick.
RJ tosses it over to Q. Q drives from the elbow, shoots it. Great little shot there by Q.
A little mid-range there. Hopefully halt some momentum there.
That's what I had. A very much needed 2 points there for the Sharks as they are down 8, 61-69. Cam Holden gets a pick there from Thompson. Thompson with a great roll, but Shek is able to deflect the pass and stop an easy bucket. Thompson drives in the lane. He's got Jacob Johnson playing Big D on him there, though. Cam Holden from deep from the corner misses it, but Thompson with an amazing offensive rebound and an even better dish there to number 5, Christian May for 2.
That's an incredible pass from the big man. Very heads-up play.
Yep, our defense there just unfortunately kind of got switched around to where Shaq wasn't down there and Jacob Johnson just wasn't able to use the size. Man, once again, RJ Green is driving hard to the basket. Hit the floor, got a couple penalty shots on the way. I'm just hoping he didn't get hit too hard there.
Seems to be all right there.
Granted, it's good for us to get a couple free throws there. That was a foul on the Tigers. That was the first one on Thompson. That is their 7th team foul. Regardless, we're going to have RJ Green going to the line for 2. Cooper, we are now down 10. We got 3 minutes left. Like you said before, it's not over. But with that being said, we're going to need to get a couple stops here. I feel is the best thing at this point in time.
Absolutely. You got to halt the momentum. And we got to see if we can get some transition points, because once the defense is settling, they are finding a lot of success in Towson.
Yeah, Coach Strickland has been able to draw some pretty good plays coming out of timeouts, and I feel that his timeouts have been well placed in terms of getting some, momentum changes or just kind of getting us back in charge.
Absolutely. You can see the momentum heating up. You can see with
Conway coming in, hitting those couple big shots right off the bat.
Getting hot right at the right time. So trying to halt that as much as possible.
Even when you got their leaders like Timberlake that's getting fired up after giving him those nice passes. I got to say, I love a nice pass.
Oh, it's the best part of the game. Best part of the game.
That's it, man. When you see him just giving your teammate a gift like that, it always feels great for them to be able to capitalize on the back end.
Especially from your leading scorer. You love to see a leading scorer who isn't afraid to see their teammates succeed.
Yep. So the Sharks getting a much little needed break there. As we've been talking about all game, injuries continue to be an issue, an unfortunate issue for the team. But we got our same 5 coming out right now of Nadai, Maletic, Jacob Johnson, Q Burns, and RJ Green. RJ's going to be stepping up to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cooper, what are his numbers on the season so far?
Just 53.7% on the season. Let's hope this changes.
The freshman from the Bronx throws up his first one, and it is off the back rim. And as he steps up to the line, we are in need of him to hit the second one. Couple dribbles up, and it is good. Nice shot there by RJ. 62-71. 3 minutes left in the game.
In a big need of a stop right here.
Yep, the Sharks
some momentum.
Absolutely, the Sharks come out in a little kind of three-quarter press once again, but Conway's able to get out of it, and he starts the offense at the top of the key. He dishes it over to number 55, Cam Holden, who gives it out to Thompson out the corner. Timberlake's in the corner, being guarded by Maletich. He dishes it off to Cam Holden. Being chased around. Cam's looking like he's going to try to back Jacob Johnson down. Does a little spin move, off-balance shot. But Thompson with another great offensive rebound for the Tigers.
Thompson has been incredible here on the O boards, and this is...
It has been his second half. At least the second half of the second half.
He's been incredible, and these offensive boards are very demoralizing to a team that's down.
Yep. And there we had Cam Holden, who was kind of driving the lane a little bit out of control. He had a body on him as his body is now on the floor, and that is a foul. He gets up, and he looks like he's all right. Good to see. Didn't quite see the foul was called on. Another timeout. All right, well, the foul, as you can potentially hear over that, was called on Sheknadai. That is his third foul and 7th team foul for the Sharks. We've got another timeout coming here, and that's going to be 2 shots for Cam Holden when we come back. Ooh, he's coming over to us. What's up? Oh, shit. Nah, we appreciate that, man. Cool. All right, so the ref came over here and just let us know that they are taking a look at that one to see if they are upgrading it to a technical. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's my new favorite person in this gym for giving us the respect to come over here and tell us. I'm not even gonna tell him what we're really broadcasting here or not. The way he kind of must have seen me react and smile, though, who knows? Regardless, that is good to know, and it makes sense again why we were kind of curious what's happening there. Because here's what I'll say. In my mumbled statements at that play there at the basket, Nadai kind of had a big overhand movement, and I'm sure they're just checking to see that it wasn't too, I guess, quote-unquote, nefarious. And as they are looking that up, Kev, I can see you over there on Twitter. Is there any new sporting news?
Unfortunately, Dan, I have no new updates for you.
That's a bummer. With that being said, what was one of our rumors that we had floating around earlier before the game started?
One rumor I saw is a potential Russell Westbrook trade to the Chicago Bulls. Russell Westbrook and 2 first-round picks for DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic.
We were talking that we love that idea for the Lake Show.
Absolutely.
I have been a big Vooch fan for a while, and actually DeRozan obviously wants to get his shots up, but that could be just another scoring opportunity to give some pressure off LeBron and AD. It doesn't really, I don't see why the Bulls would do it other than to get 2 picks, but the picks are for what years even, Kevin, did it say?
It doesn't say what
it's gotta
years.
Be 27 or 28, right?
That's what I would imagine, and also I know that in the recent years, those picks will go to the New Orleans Pelicans and Anthony Davis trade, so I really wonder what picks those would be.
Yeah. So, theoretically, that's 5 to 6 years from now. So if the Lakers and LeBron are gone, maybe they won't be as good and those picks will be valuable. But regardless, that is interesting news, and thank you for that, Kevin. All right, so we are back, and it looks like they just kept the normal foul. Cam Holden is about to shoot 2 penalties there. First one is up, and it is good. 62-72, 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. Hey, Cooper, what is Cam's free throw percentage as he's about to shoot his second one here?
Just 69%, but you can tell that he can live up to these big moments.
I know. I just wanted to miss it so I can use that laugh track. Here we go.
They got the offensive rebound
regardless, the laughing matters that Thompson once again gets another fantastic offensive rebound. Granted, with that being said, he dishes it over to May, and May throws it out of bounds. So we don't get any second chance opportunities there for the Tigers. Sharks here with an opportunity again to get a big bucket and kind of get some momentum back and try to stay in this game.
got sloppy there with the offense, but they're gonna have to. LIU is gonna have to limit those offensive boards from Thompson. He has been incredible this half.
Yep. What I love is that Marco with the deep three. Just missed. An offensive rebound there by Nigel Russell, who's looking to push it up the court, but Marco Maletich is able to slow him down. Timberlake has the ball at about the half court as the Sharks are clearly pressing once they get past the half court mark, trying to throw a little pressure on the Tigers and not let them score. Thompson sets the pick. Holden goes around, and we're going to have a foul on Jacob Johnson.
Very tight defense there from Johnson, not giving him an inch in a time like this. That's what you need, but just got a little too close.
Yep, that is the 8th foul for the Sharks, the 4th on Jacob Johnson. So Cam Holden will go to the line, shooting 1-on-1. Like we had mentioned, he's about 70% free throw shooter, and he steps to the line to shoot his first one, and it is good. So with that, the Towson Tigers go up 73-62. We have a minute and a half remaining. Cam Holden is about to shoot his second one here, and it appears we're unfortunately starting to run out of clock here, Cooper.
Yeah, the Sharks are going to have to put on a massive run if they want to come back from here.
But guess what? Shooter's going to shoot, and that's what we got. RJ dips it over to Marco. Marco pump fakes, puts up from 3 from the corner. Looked good from our angle, but just was a bit too long. But Q with an amazing offensive rebound at the top of the key, and he's able to put up another great shot, but unfortunately it just rims out, and Timberlake with the rebound.
Q got that rebound exactly where he wanted, but just couldn't capitalize.
Towson's able to get it across the half-court line. Holden has it. Ooh, almost loses it. Nice little poke away there by RJ Green. Thompson's up at the top of the screen. RJ Holden gets past him. Dishes it out to Timberlake. Doesn't quite shoot. Dishes it over to May in the corner. Short, but once again, Thompson's there for an amazing offensive rebound. Dishes it right back out to Timberlake, and they're going to be using some clock.
Very demoralizing offensive rebounds from Thompson.
That's what I would agree.
It's been his half.
It really has. And with that, we have 42 seconds remaining in this. 6 seconds left on the shot clock, though, as Holden goes around Marco. And he's going to have to throw up a last-second shot. Or not. What's up, defense? Turnover there as we have a shot clock violation. With that being said, we have 34.2 seconds remaining left in this game. Sharks are down 74-62. We inbound to RJ. He's going to let the ball roll up a little bit. Let's see if the Sharks can get off 1 or 2 good shots before this game's over. RJ drives to the basket, goes up strong against Cam. A little wild in there. Jacob Johnson's able somehow to come down with an offensive rebound. And he's going to be going to the line to shoot 2. But what I don't like to see is that he's holding his hand in the process, which means he also is getting a little dinged up. Kev, it looks like it's his non-shooting hand there.
That would be correct. Yeah, it seems to be his left hand, and that seems to be bothering him a little. Even when before the ball is bouncing to him, still holding it.
His first shot is up, and it is good. We have 63-74, 25 seconds left remaining, and he is still not wanting to let that hand be anywhere near any pressure at all.
No, you seem to be correct with that, Dan, and hopefully this won't be bothering him for next game.
Yeah, that's, at this point in time, that's what we can hope for. Johnson steps up, is about ready to release his second shot. It is good. Man, he does not lift up much there, does he, Cooper?
No, he does not. Luckily, that hand didn't bother him too much. He can get both those free throws to fall.
Nigel Russell with an amazing job of breaking that trap there on the first quarter of the court. And Towson's able to get it across half court, and it appears that the Sharks are going to let them dribble this out. We have 10 seconds remaining. Conway's going to dribble around. He's got Maletich and Q up on defense. And with that, 4, 3, 2, 1. This one is over. Final score, 64-74 Sharks. Thank you so much. The Sharks, yeah, appreciate you. The Sharks are able to cover the spread. So we'll take those wins. I'm going to bring Kevin's mic back up, and we'll kind of wrap it up here from the rack.
I love you, my boy.
We had a nice, you could see some of the crowd was getting into it there at the end too. Gentlemen, I may be an optimist, but that honestly was a good showing for the Sharks in more than one ways too, because they've been so injury riddled, and they really had control of that game in the first half. And, you know, maybe some things I would say kind of regress to the mean. But with that being said, I think that's a really strong showing by our Sharks.
Definitely stronger than the last few performances. They looked great up until the last quarter or so, where Towson just made those defensive adjustments and the Sharks couldn't keep up.
Yeah, Charles Thompson, number 32, as we kind of discussed throughout that, kind of came in and made that game his. He had 7 offensive rebounds and 8 defensive rebounds for a total of 15. He ends up with 13 points and 15 rebounds, double-double. He is the guy who I will give, kind of the key to the game to. And I would argue that that's the reason why the Sharks weren't able to finish.
Yeah, it was a matter of who wanted it more tonight, and they got the offensive rebounds, and they shut down our shooters. So tonight it was Towson.
And when our shooters are going, it's clear that they are hot and ready to go. And we had spurts of that. And in the games, Kevin, that we've done, we've seen strong shooting performances from Marko Maletic and Q Burns, and those were able to kind of continue tonight at different stretches.
No, for sure. And you saw when Trey Wood was out on the floor, he wasn't there last home game. The presence that he has on the team, you see his facilitating, just his communication, it really helped the Sharks out. Marco's hot hand helped out too, and unfortunately in the second half, Towson made some adjustments, grabbing more offensive boards, changing their defensive schemes, and it really seemed to hurt the Sharks.
It did, and Marco, as you mentioned, wasn't able to quite get as hot in that second half as he was the first half. And when he was going in that, when he was he hit those first 3, he hit a couple of those floaters. He is another guy who's fiery, and you can tell that when our pace is up and our emotions are up, the team can really fire on all cylinders.
For sure. And eventually, Towson just got the momentum, and they didn't give it up.
Yep, Cam Holden finishes with 22 points for the Tigers. Nigel Russell ends up with 11. And Timberlake, with a quiet second half, granted, still ends up with 15 points and 4 assists. But some of those passes he made were some of the keys to Towson's second half. For the Sharks, our leading scorer is once again Marko Maletic. He ends up with 18 points. Q Burns also with 18 points. And we had RJ Green with 12. Once again, gentlemen, I am happy with what we kind of shown here tonight. And I think that if Coach Strickland and once all the coaches kind of check out the tape, they'll be good too. You guys might know this more than I, and I should have probably known this going in. Do they have another game in between here and Monday?
No, they do not. They have the weekend off. Hopefully it's a nice, relaxing weekend
That's
for the
what
team.
I was going to say, because we are back here Monday for our next game against... We'll have Tech look that one up. And in the meantime, like you said, I think it's just going to be good. We had Jacob Johnson there with the hand ringing kind of there at the end. We had Trey Wood's calf that was bothering him. We had CJ's knee. And that's all happening when we already are down some of our major guys.
Definitely. The consistency of the lineup has been a struggle here. We haven't quite gotten a solidified lineup to where we haven't been able to really get into a flow over the course of this season.
Dan, just to follow up on before,
Yes,
on
sir.
Monday at 7 o'clock, LIU versus UMass Lowell. So hopefully that will be a game where we can get some health back, be able to put up a fight, and be able to put up a good performance.
I'm really looking forward to it. I believe it is the same 3 of us here Monday night at the Rack. We'll be on another YouTube stream, and honestly, we might even start on time for this next one. So
We can only hope.
Yeah, that would be great. Regardless, to the parents out there listening to us, and whoever checks us out on the replays, I know I will. Gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much. Cooper, thanks for stepping up and helping me out tonight. Kev on the 1s and 2s. I love you as always, my friend. Thanks to everyone else for listening. Thanks to Scott Angarola for helping us get this project started. Thank you to Tressa Cunningham, our dean, for all their support. That is the end of our Friday night here. If it is in your age appropriate, go grab a beverage and have a great weekend. And thanks for listening to us here on the Base Network.
Thank you. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you guys. Take care.